I did. How deep is your love? I gotta tell me back. No. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is a beautiful day in Zamunda. We want to thank you all for joining us on this lovely Wednesday evening. It is Wednesday, June. I'm sorry, January, June the 7th, 20 and 23. You already know how we do it. We are live here at the Some Think for the People podcast. I am your host, AB. And of course, this is the executive producer, the Mrs. Girl Pam. Look at that smile, y'all. She's smiling today and shit, attitude, all good. How's your day going? Lovely. Lovely? How's close week? Lovely. Okay. Why my hair look nigger nappy? Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad. Y'all know how we do this thing. Y'all know how we do this thing. We always, good evening, Mayor Sunshine. How are you? We always try to bring you the hot topics of the week. And this week's topic is learning to love the skin you're in no matter what it takes. After what was that last Wednesday with, I don't want to get her name wrong, Jacky Oh, the mother of DC Young Fly, the comedian. His children's mother passed during as they're calling it, a mommy makeover. They aren't giving a lot of details. And we know so many people that have had successful surgeries. And so people were trying to rag this situation. I was like, hold on, y'all. Bad experiences come in everything. We saw what happened with Kanye West's mother years and years ago. She went in for a facelift, just something as simple as a facelift, and wound up passing. And so I'm telling people, don't rag anything because you don't know anything about it if you've not gone through any type of surgeries or procedures. I know very good friends of mine. My best friend, she speaks on it frequently about her weight loss journey and having the lap band and the success story that she has had with that. And so we reached out to a good friend of the family, a good friend of the show. And so I want to bring her in the stream. As I'm introducing her, I have to first let you all know. Y'all, look at this. Hold on. Look at this shit here. Woo! She redid my wife's anniversary cake for our 1 year anniversary. And so I'm still waiting to try the apples. I got to get me some apples. As you can see, her work is amazing. It speaks for itself. Man, that shit don't even look real, do it? It speaks for itself. So we have on our panel a lovely guest tonight. She needs no introduction. Phat Kakes owner, operator, caterer of the North South, because she's from North Louisiana, right over in Ruston. We have Miss Taraton Maria in the house tonight. Say hello to the people, friend.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
We are doing great. How are you?
I am awesome. Thank
Girl,
you.
wait. You got the girls out? Got the girls
Ooh,
out? Oh, Lord, we going to need this early. Hello.
listen, you already know how this finna go.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down. So, Taraton, tell us a little bit about yourself, just so the people, how can they contact you? Because you do catering, you do what they call them, the crack grapes. Is that how
I
they?
do it all: catering, crack grapes, private dinners, divorce parties, kickbacks. It doesn't matter. I do it all.
Okay, tell people how they can get in touch with you for your services. It's
Well,
amazing,
you
y'all.
can
We've tasted
always,
it.
huh?
I told them it's amazing. We've tasted it.
You can always reach me on Facebook under Taraton Maria. That's the only page I operate under. I do host a private group where you can get like cooking tips, baking tips. Make sure you add that page at Cooking with Phat. And you'll be
Cooking.
able to get all new beginners, even old school bakers. You'll be able to grab tips from me off of that page.
Wait a minute. Why I didn't know about this page? I ain't never been invited to this page. You need to put that in the comments. Can you text us and put that page in the comments so the viewers can find you on that page as well?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank
And
you.
it's on Facebook. It is a private group, but if you request it, you'll definitely be able to find it.
Okay, great. What she say now? Good evening, everybody. We got Mayor Sunshine in the house, Chan, Trina, Denise, Carla, you've been in. Oh, she kicked herself out the live, but it don't matter. She'll be right back. She'll be right back. Cooking with Phat. Put that in the comments for me, baby. Cooking with Phat. We're gonna wait for Taraton to get back in the live. You see it? I got you, baby. Hold on.
Child.
Cooking with Phat. You see it? We trying to make sure we get that in there. That's okay. I told him you'll be right back. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. So we got Harvard. Good evening, everybody. So let me ask you this question because we saw your baby just graduated recently from Ruston High School. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shout out to all our 2023 grads. How does it feel to have a new graduate? Bear, close your eyes.
Girl, it is amazing. Do you hear me? My first child, my first girl, the one that went through the struggle with me. You hear me? And we
Right.
struggled.
Yeah,
To
I
see her
understand.
walk across the stage, it was surreal.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, look, I saw the party. Good evening, Jonathan. I saw the party. I should have been down at the party. I said, now this is some bullshit. I ain't at the party. I should have
You
came on
should
over.
have. I told you, look, pack your shit and come on.
I sure should have came to the party. So yeah, we have you. Y'all, you know I'm trying to multitask and do all kind of things. We have Je in the house. He may be joining us a little bit later. So our topic tonight is learning to love the skin you're in, no matter what it takes. And I reached out to you because although she has the girls out, them is some
They
grown girls
real.
right there.
They
Yeah,
real.
look, that, that's not what we're here for. I reached out to her because over the past couple of years since I've known her, she's been very vocal about having a BBL. And so, for you that don't know, a BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Okay, and the difference, and I got some. I know they always asking me where the info, I have some information, but I want to really talk to you in case you don't have a lot of time. Good evening, Selwyn. What is the difference between a Brazilian butt lift and a mommy makeover?
Okay, so it's basically a mommy makeover is typically a breast augmentation, lipo tummy tuck combo.
Right.
BBL is strictly lipo 360, which consists of your torso area from underneath your bust line all the way around to the top of your bra line down right above your butt cheek, and that's where they take the fat from and they inject it into your glutes and your hips if that's what you want.
Wow, it's much. You described it much more in detail than what even I had in mind. Because every time I think of a BBL, I just think that they're taking fat from your stomach and putting it in your butt. But you're describing from the complete torso.
It's the complete torso around. It's called lipo 360 because they
Okay.
go completely around and they pull fat from all of those areas.
Wow. And how long ago was your surgery?
October 21.
October of 21. So almost two, not quite 2 years, but almost
Not
two
quite two
years.
years, almost.
Okay, so what made you want to have this surgery? And what's crazy is that my daughter just told me, my oldest daughter is here in town visiting. She said, I just signed up. She said, what's your topic tonight? Now I told her, she said, I just signed up for a BBL. And I said, what? She was like, clearly I'm not gonna get it natural from none of y'all. And I was like, well, no, we ain't got no ass. Now she got some ass,
Exactly.
but I'm just
Look,
saying,
girl,
I got a
that was
strong
my
back. I ain't got no
struggle.
butt. No, right. Okay. So tell us what made you come to the conclusion to have a BBL.
It was definitely a personal choice, not because anybody made me do it or made me feel any kind of way, because at the end of the day, I got who and what I wanted with no ass. Okay. So let's clarify that.
That's what I say.
So, but it was more
I,
so,
I'm glad you said that because that's a question for later. Go ahead.
so it was more so I wanted to feel good and look good in my clothes, honestly. I wanted to feel good about myself because shopping when you don't have a great shape, it's hell. I hate it. You couldn't shop online. You couldn't shop in the store. If you found something that didn't look right, you know, you got to go through 50 outfits in the closet before you go out somewhere. I ain't want to do that anymore. I got tired of doing that. I got tired of being the black girl with no ass and all the titties. Like, no, I want to be sexy.
Oh my God. You know what's funny that you say that because the exact same struggle you have is the same struggle she has. She hates shopping. I shop for her. She hates shopping. And why?
And
Go
most
ahead and
people
tell me why
do.
you.
I hate shopping because I have a small waist and a big ass, and I have hips. So why? And yeah, everybody's trying to get the BBL. I'm trying to get rid of the BBL
She get rid of
because
the BBL. I'm gone.
it's hell shopping. My pants never fit because my waist is small, and I
Hmm.
have to buy my clothes, especially pants, for my hips and my ass. And thankfully, my grandmother taught me how to sew because I always have to do a tuck in the back of my pants because they never fit. I have to buy my pants for the lower
So
half of
whereas
my body.
you buy your pants a size larger to fit your butt and hips, you buy your pants to fit the narrowness that was below before you had your BBL done, right? And it's
Right.
crazy. What's crazy is that our black men, they want their women to have butt. Whereas white men, they want their women to have the girls out like T has out today.
And now you
Right.
got both.
Now you got both, so you double hell. They can't tell you nothing.
Nothing.
So let me ask you a couple questions. So who did you tell first? Like, did you tell family, friends when you made this decision?
Well, honestly, I'm a very spontaneous person. So I have been thinking and looking and following the groups and stuff on and the doctors on Instagram for at least like 6, 7 years before,
Oh
before we even
wow.
got to that point. Just because I used to like to look. And one day I was actually on the phone with one of my sisters, and we were talking about this girl and that she knew that was in Dallas, and she blew up because of her success. She went from like just, for a lack of a better term, like she was really, really odd shape. She went through multiple surgeries and she looks phenomenal now. And so I said, let me go look. I went and looked. I researched the doctor. And girl, after I researched the doctor, which I had already been following him anyway, that very day I called, I made my appointment, picked my date, and paid my deposit.
Wow. So you went to Dallas, not Miami, like everybody else is running to.
No, I did go to Miami. I did go to
You did
Miami.
go to, okay, you went to
I
Miami.
actually went to this clinic. It's one of the top rated clinics in Miami. It's actually hard to get in there because they're so strict. It was Spectrum Aesthetics.
Spectrum Aesthetics. That's their name.
Aesthetics,
Okay.
yeah.
Spectrum
Can I
Aesthetics.
ask you a question? So from the time that you paid your deposit,
Hmm.
and okay, so how bad is the recovery? Is it true that you really cannot lay or sit on your butt during the recovery process?
That is debatable depending on your doctor. So it's a big difference between having cosmetic surgery like BBLs and stuff here in the States and like popular areas like Miami or Austin versus going to out of the country like Colombia or the Dominican Republic. They have you sitting, if you out of the country, they'll have you sitting the same day. In the States, no, they don't want you to sit in the States. But
Okay.
I was an early sitter. They don't want you to sit for at least 6 weeks here in the States
Like at all?
at all. No.
God.
On the plane ride home, I had to sit for takeoff, but you sit on one of those BBL pillows, and as soon as they turned the light off, I was on my knees on the floor. Like they don't want you to sit at all. Riding after
Wow.
surgery, like the whole time you're down there, you have to either ride in the back seat laying down or ride in the back seat on your knees. Like no sitting. They don't want you to. But like I said, that's debatable. But I was an early sitter. I think I started sitting at a week and a half actually. And I honestly, it works for some people. Some people it doesn't. I retained my fat because you have to retain the fat once they inject it because it'll die off quick. So when you sit,
Wow.
when you're an early sitter, because your butt is really, really, really hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard as a rock. So I realized that sitting early, my butt softened up and I did what they call fluff. I fluffed quick, which means that my fat adhered and it caused the fat to actually expand and give me that big full round bubble look, and it got real soft quick. So that was my experience. Everybody isn't like that. Some people go get it and they lose all of the fat. It doesn't even look like they have one, or their butt is really hard for months at a time. I didn't have any of those issues.
Wow. And people, for all of you who have joined, thank you for joining. Taraton said, feel free to ask questions in the comments. We will, of course, read out as many questions as we can. I know you all are just as fascinated by this as I am. A couple of the a couple of the comments. Tyler, what's up, nephew? Tyler said, "Not me. I love them tig old bitties." Well, if he's looking at T right now, he is in heaven. Tyler's over in Lee City talking about shit. Where she at? I can hear it in here. Chan, Mr. Johnson said, I'm an ass man. That would be me, Mr. Johnson. Chan said, Lord, I can relate to the big hip struggle. And Jonathan with the crying emoji says, I love me an ample tail. Thank you, Tarsha, for putting the name Spectrum Aesthetics, Miami, Florida. Harvey says she's right. My relative had her BBL in the Dominican Republic, and hers turned out amazing. Jonathan said, I'm wondering if the reason is because of expanding and contouring. So do you think that that's the reason?
So let me tell you the difference between, and this is the great debate in the surgery world. You hear a lot of people say, don't go out of the country, don't go out of the country, don't go out of the country. The conditions are horrible. But realistically, if you go out of the country, they have no limit as to how much fat they can take out. Here in the United States, you have a max limit of 4 liters at one time. So that's why a lot of women have to go and get multiple surgeries. It's not because they're addicted, or it's not because they're ashamed or they're botched. It's you just have to go that many times because in the States they can only take out so much. It's a they're strict here in the States, whereas in the Dominican or Colombia, they can do whatever. They can do multiple surgeries at one time. And honestly, they have some phenomenal doctors. Just like we have phenomenal doctors here, we have doctors that butch you and botch you here. They have the
Right.
same thing. It's no difference.
Right. Wow.
So let me ask you this question
Go ahead.
right here. You said
Mhm.
that yours is not hard. Is it a process? I know some people go to body contouring, because over the time, some people's bodies may retain fat, get cellulite, and so some people go to body contouring to smooth out their cellulite. Because you have the BBL, do you ever go to body contouring to get the fat if it
Hmm.
hardens up to soften up? How do you
Well,
maintain yours to maintain its softness?
now because I'm so far out, I wouldn't I wouldn't call it body contouring, but for what this is. You can get body contouring because some ladies, of course, lipo gives you what they call fibrosis. So fibrosis is pretty much is where your fat clusters up and it turns basically into kind of like hard knots. So you have to get that wood therapy and things that you see women doing that way. As far as body contouring, me, and this is a personal opinion, if you pick the right doctor, he'll come to the guys. Like, he will
Oh,
give you the shape that you want. And I'm a very big advocate for paying the cost to be the boss, and that's in all aspects of life. I don't want a deal. I want the best. I want the best doctors. I want the doctors that's going to give me the shape that I asked for, and it's going to stay. So of course, now having surgery, you have to go get those massages right after, and that just drains you all of that liquid and stuff like that after surgery. It gets that swelling off of you, that kind of thing. But as far as body contouring, that's a personal preference because I didn't have to have body contouring after the fact. When he shaped me, he shaped me. He gave me everything that you got.
wow. Okay. A couple of the comments, Kyla Cooley, what's up now? It says, can I donate some stomach fat? Like I don't want it back for my butt. I just want them to take it and give it away. Donate like
That's called, all she gotta do, baby, is go get Lipo 360. She ain't gotta donate nothing. They gonna take it and it's gonna be that.
Well, I've been trying to cut off my bottom stomach.
You can cut it off. But the problem is they can't put you to sleep and bring you back to life.
You
don't have to hold it.
If somebody can figure out how to take some huge ass shears and cut off my second part of my stomach, I just need my bottom. If I got rid of my bottom stomach, I'd be fine as wine. No.
Listen, okay. I want to get rid of my bottom stomach too, because I'm gonna tell anybody, even though you go get a BBL and Lipo 360, it does nothing for the skin.
So what does that mean exactly?
So what that means is Lipo 360 is basically where they go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they go in and they skin. Yeah, they're getting the fat out. You know, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen like the videos of I think it's called a cannula, is what they jug you with, and that's sucking that fat out. And that's all it does. It doesn't do anything for your skin. It doesn't help retract it or anything.
So you still have to work to get that tight.
Yeah. And if you can't,
or either have another,
or either have a tummy tuck. Yeah, get it cut off.
Okay. So a couple of the comments. I know Miss Pam don't need a single thing. Well, you know, years back, an ex-friend of ours went and told people that her butt was fake, and I was like, I was like, "Good, you see that thing jangling? Like
you can tell a real one from a fake one." And let me not even say fake. Let me not even say fake, because it ain't fake.
It's yours.
It's mine. It's no injections as far as silicone. It's no implants or anything like that. They just transfer your fat from one place to another. So I mean, technically, it's real and it's mine.
Yeah. So you say you can tell a real one from purchase a BBL extracted one?
Well, a BBL from a natural one.
You say you
from a natural. Yeah, most definitely you can.
Okay. Some more comments. Trina Brown said, "Let me see it, for a review."
Let me ask you, would you mind showing the before and the after, or you want to stand up?
Well, can we stand up and see this world? Because we see the girls. So can we let the people see what you work?
Well, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, because I got on all black. But
where's the butt? Okay.
And it moves.
They see that thing move.
And it moves and it claps. Shut your mouth, girl. Y'all saw that thing. Look at cousin Keisha Ferguson talking about, "Hey, guess with her eyes covered." Don't look, cousin. Don't look. Close your eyes. Good evening, Mr. McGee. Tarsha said, "I do know that for some women are suggested to lose weight before the surgery." Was that a suggestion for you, or I don't really know how that works?
That is a preference of the doctor that you're going to, honestly, because some doctors are very picky. They select their patients personally.
Oh, okay.
So some doctors don't pretty much. Well, my doctor, he does better on thicker women. So his BMI requirements were a little higher than some other women's. So his BMI requirements was he didn't want you over a 32 BMI.
Okay.
Some doctors want you at a 28 or lower.
Oh, wow.
Because they like working on skinny women. Honestly, doctors are human. They have their preference. Some doctors are good with shaping larger women. Some doctors don't even want that kind of problem because they don't know how to shape a thick girl. So that's where your research has to come in, and you have to be an advocate for yourself. You can't go to who your friend went to, because that's what they say. Your friend had you laid out on a stretcher somewhere because they wanted to pay $2,000 and go to Dr. Killer. No, baby, you got to advocate for you. You got to research for you.
Sips tea.
You got to look out for you. You can't go. This is your life that you're playing with.
What's that doctor name? Dr. Killer. Don't go to
Dr. Killum, because there's a lot of Dr. Killums, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of them. You have to definitely look for doctors that are board certified. hopefully double board certified. You can find their death records. You can find lawsuits. All of that is public information, but a lot of women do not look
Just
for that.
don't
They're
research it.
looking at the Instagram models. They're looking at their friends. They're looking at their family. Oh, where you went? I want to go to where you go. No, because my doctor give ass, and you may not want ass. You might just want a nice silhouette, or this doctor may does breast good. He may not do a BBL really good. It's a preference thing. You got to go to who works for you.
Wow, you really took the time and spent the money to research. Like you say, if I'm going to have some, give me the best of the best. I don't want you cutting corners with me.
None.
I'm not gonna cut corners with how I spend my money. And, if it was something she wanted done, I'd be like, yeah, all right, this costs $1,300. You're gonna look like shit when you done
Right.
because it costs $1,300. So you already know that. So you're just trying to get something done without paying the money to make it look appealing. And I think that's
Right.
what comes into play. So many people see people that took the shortcuts, and then they badmouth. And I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna badmouth it because I've seen too many success stories of it.
Right.
Because to me, it's like a woman that has the weight loss surgery. Don't go get the first person you find that does it, and here you are looking a mess, and you don't know what's going on with yourself. Research
Right.
what you want to do.
I
A few of the
agree.
comments, Jonathan says, yeah, the medical restrictions in the U.S. are very strict, but let's not disregard that some of the doctors can be trash here too. And a lot of the doctors
Definitely.
don't want to work on black women of color. Period. Let's know and say that, because remember, a lot of these surgeries were taboo within our community for so many
Definitely.
years. And so a lot
Definitely.
of these doctors have made their name and money off of the backs of Caucasian women, and so
Definitely.
they just don't want to work on our women. That's wild. So Miss McGee says, can we talk about these fake booties that are heavy and hard? I think he missed that. T said that's because they did not have the contouring done, or maybe did not get some of the things done that they needed to do, or maybe they paid less and went a different route.
Well, don't get me wrong. Your butt will soften up. It will
Okay,
soften up. It
as
just
time
takes
goes.
time. Right, as time goes along, and everybody heals differently. Everybody is different. I can't compare me and my butt jiggling after 4 weeks versus a girl that just got off the table and
Right.
she's not sitting, or she's not massaging that fat in her butt, or that kind of thing. It's going to take longer for her butt to soften up and get that water wave feel and look, so you can't base it on that.
So did you have to massage it yourself? Because I know you said you had to go back and get the massage. Are you taught to massage it yourself as well, or
Yes, you definitely are. You are taught to self
girl Pam
massage.
said girl Pam said she's sure you had some offers.
A lot of them, but look,
Lord.
that's where I'm very proactive, because I'm not going to lie. Going in, I had health risks, and I made that known as well. Some doctors
Okay.
will accept you, some won't, depending on your health risks. So, but I made sure that I had a team as well. I took a team. I came
Oh,
home with the
come on
team.
now.
I have friends that are RNs that came to see me every day, that went to my doctor's appointments with me. They learned from the actual masseuses and the therapy
Come on
people.
now.
Like, yeah, I was very
See, that's
proactive.
See,
what I'm
this
talking
is
about.
this. Hey, let me look at this camera. If you're gonna go and do some shit and get some shit done,
This is how
follow
you do it.
follow this blueprint. She did not cut any corners. You
None,
heard that girl
none.
say she had a team, people that helped her, that supported her, that stayed with her, and this is how you get the good results. We have a question for you. Fat embolisms are an issue, correct? What are fat embolisms? I mean, I know what they are and can, but is referring to this surgery.
It's the same thing, because a
Okay.
lot of times it's just like blood clots, all of that. Those are very high risk right after surgery. So that's why you see the girls in the compression socks and stuff like that for
Okay.
weeks, because it is so easy to get embolisms and blood clots and all of that. So therefore, you have to be proactive. You have to wear your compression garments. You have to go get your checkups as soon as you feel bad. Like, because right after surgery, your hemoglobin drops and all of that. So that's why you go back. Like, it's your doctor. At the end of the day, it's how much you care about yourself and what type of doctor you got. Because all doctors don't have great bedside manners. They don't have great teams that care about you once the surgery is done.
What does he mean? Paying booty pay. No, that is not what we're discussing here, sir.
He said, what did I walk into? Pam booty fake? LOL. No, nah. I can vouch for that one.
But,
No, mind fake, baby. It's okay.
That thing real.
They were discussing this on the Ricky Smiley Morning show after Jacky Oh's passing.
Okay.
And they were discussing it. It's sometimes the placement of where they put the fat injections that they have to be careful. Something about they put it in front of the glutes or behind the glutes, and your doctors have to be very careful that some of
they cannot legally, they cannot return fat. They can't pull fat from underneath your muscle.
Yes, that's what they were saying
here in the States. And a lot of, like, now after my surgery, before my surgery it wasn't a big deal, but because of the fact that a lot of deaths had started happening, I don't know if you guys were aware of the controversy that came about with surgery and doctors saying they were canceling like all of these girls because state regulations were saying that they had to turn around and do the laparoscopic, so where they could actually see what they were doing during surgery, so they wouldn't hit a major artery or puncture anything or extract, or they could see exactly what they were doing. When I went, that wasn't a thing, but so much was going on. Doctors were making them do that. So which means that a lot of doctors can do, maybe a good doctor, you may get a doctor that'll do maybe 20 girls a day, just depending on what they're having done, which means that this will cut down on the amount of patients that a doctor can work on in a day, because you had to take your time, you had to use the monitor, you had to pretty much slow walk your surgeries, which made them crack down to maybe like 4 or 5 surgeries a day.
So how long was the surgery? Now you saying that you don't think about it, 20 surgeries in a day, but how long was your surgery?
Well, don't get me wrong.
They were taking on 20.
Doctors will tell you that they're the only ones that touch you, but that's not true. They have a team in there too. They have a team. You may have like an intern or what they call a Cali Columbia team that'll come in and do your lipo, and your doctor will come in and do the contouring, and he'll actually do your BBL. So it's a unified effort. Don't never let them think
turned over in the process.
Yeah. So what they do is. What they do is, I was awake. I wasn't awake during surgery, but I was awake to the point to where when it was time for me to leave out of holding and to actually go in surgery, I walked directly into the back surgery room. So it's pretty much like a regular surgery table, but you stretch out, they strap your arms and all of that kind of stuff. It's maybe like 10 people in there. The anesthesiologist is definitely, it's a chair right there at your head. He's sitting there and with me, I had high blood pressure. That I've always had it. It ain't going nowhere. I don't care what kind of meds I take, any of that, which they were aware of that. My blood pressure was a little high, so they were proactive with my anesthesia and they made sure that I had my meds pumping, my blood pressure meds pumping all throughout while I was during surgery. So as far as turning, it's just like anything else. They do your lipo first while you're stretched. The team, you have like the multiple sheets. They're going to take you and flip you and roll you over. It's simple. It's not really bad.
Okay, a couple of questions for you in the comments. Dorian says, it's a 2-part question. If you have poor elasticity, that affects the outcome, correct? And does collagen help with restoring elasticity?
Well, if you're young, I would say so. Yeah. I was older. I was over 30 when I went to get this procedure done. I am now 36. So I was what, 34 going into 35. Um I've had two C-sections. So, and I'm
Oh
thicker,
wow.
so yes, collagen don't help. It don't.
Okay.
I still
That
got
answers
the
that.
I still got the oatmeal pie stomach, honey, and it's okay with me.
Come on now. Sharika, oh, they're very interesting comment. She said, since I've lost over three, Sharika, I didn't realize you, congratulations. She's lost over 300 pounds. Wow. I'm going to have skin removal and tummy tuck, although they have me going to the gym to tone up more before surgery. Well, congratulations on your weight loss journey.
Congratulations.
Wow, that is amazing. That's amazing. Take me to the gym with you next time, but don't actually come pick me up because I ain't going, but take me with you in spirit. Um, uh, Patrick, oh wow, I just threw a 20 at my phone. I think that was behind showing the ass and clapping the cheek. We gonna let that keep going. Keisha Ferguson say you got them clappers. I can't deal with my friends. Jonathan talking about woo Jesus. Hey, y'all got to get out behind the ass clap. Yes, that got. I believe this is your sister, Vanessa D. Tappan says my sister with the shame face emoji. Yes, your sister's out here schooling us. Chan said, that's what I heard. I was told to lose weight before a breast reduction because being overweight would complicate the healing. I've known people, several people that have had breast reductions. The scarring was
Yes.
so bad on those breasts. I mean, horrible scarring, especially under the arm and from nipple to under the breast. So my question is, was there a lot of scarring?
No.
Really?
You can barely tell. With lipo, with lipo and the BBL.
Hole, like
On the
Yeah,
lipo?
they're little bitty
Okay.
like puncture. It just looks like somebody just stabbed you.
a little thing and it's a little
Right.
incision.
I just because that's what I always think. Because I told you about ex in the past had breast reduction. I was like, man, look like Wolverine cut her up. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Let me ask you this question about the recovery time. So you had your team of people and your plane ride home. How long was your actual downtime and recovery time?
Yes, good question.
Okay, so me being honest, some people shake back quicker than others.
Yeah, okay.
That's just what it is. And like I say, I'm a little older, so my recovery and my normality, it took a while. My surgery was actually October 5th. I did not honestly feel normal and back to my normal self as far as energy, and because you still have a lot that's going to go on for months after surgery. So I think as far as like feeling good about myself, feeling normal, it probably took like 3 months.
Okay.
But you would say after this whole experience and the way you look now, you wouldn't change a thing. This was your decision and you wouldn't change a thing about the experience and the whole process for yourself.
No, ma'am, never, because I did it for me and for me only, not for anybody else, not to please anybody else. Honestly, I don't give a damn how anybody else feel about it. Honestly, it's my body, my
And
money, my choice.
Come on now. Come on
and
now.
I think that's the biggest takeaway about anything that you do, whether it's weight loss surgery or BBL or breast reduction, whatever you do, you have to do it for
Yeah,
yourself
I
and
agree.
nobody else. It's
Yes,
your
you do, and
money,
which
your
I've had
body,
weight
and
loss
your
surgery as
decision.
well.
Yeah. Oh, did you? You had weight loss surgery? How
I
much?
did.
So, can do you mind me asking how much you lost?
Well, I wasn't that big, so I did lose a lot. My overall process, I went from 230 to 160.
Really? Wow.
Hmm.
That's still a lot. 230 to 160. That's still 90. What? 70 pounds or so?
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Wow. Well, congratulations. You look good. I ain't mad.
Thank
I
you.
think I think people just hear she had surgery and then they get to turn, and that's why I want to have this show tonight. They get to turn up their nose like you better than. And I'm like, what
Right.
makes you better than that person? If that person had surgery where there was an augmentation, weight loss, like she said, to make you have to feel good for yourself, no
Right.
matter what it takes. Answer me this: what has it done for your confidence and self-esteem?
Girl, do you know how good it feels to be able to put on anything and look good in anything versus coming from shit? Let me throw on this shirt and these tights because I can't find nothing, or
Oh
I'm not
yeah, I
going
wasn't even
because
thinking that way. Yeah.
like, and that's what it was for me. Like, I can get up, I can throw on a t-shirt and some tights, and I'm still fine as fuck. So versus I can put on whatever. I don't have to stick to, how like they have. I couldn't wear like a fitted dress before because, what I mean, some women are super confident. I know what I could and can't wear. I know what I need to leave alone and what I can put on. I was one of those. So I wasn't just going to put on anything simply because I was confident in me and I felt like I was the shit. I knew I looked at a hot ass mess in a form fitting straight dress. I couldn't do that.
That'd be like me going to put on one of girl Pam dresses. That ain't gonna work for me.
Right.
Tell her just as soon as I get some. I always said the one
She want to
thing
have surgery. I don't know.
no,
Okay, go ahead.
the one
Yeah.
thing that I always said if I had some money, I would do like Patty LaBelle
I'm still here, y'all.
and
We got you.
do you remember when Patty LaBelle, what she said?
She wanted her
first
nose.
thing
Patty
she
LaBelle
did, she
needed her
cut
nose.
in half.
What you don't need your nose
But
done.
I'm
Patty
telling you, I would do
LaBelle,
like Patty
no.
LaBelle, and I would do just like Patty.
Patty
and cut my
LaBelle
nose in
nose
half.
stretched across her whole face. Her original nose was this big.
Sometimes that's how I do.
Literally.
I would do just like Patty LaBelle.
Your nose fits your face. Don't that
That's
y'all, I know I'm slow getting to the comments because we just been so intrigued by everything. She says, and yes, Candace Nicole, can we talk about the aftercare, the potential pain and aftercare and what's needed after the surgery? I think she answered that, but when she comes back in the stream, I will ask her again.
she's in there. She's in
Oh, okay. She just in auto. Jonathan says definitely the mental health side of care. I think that is something that we need to talk about, the mental health side of care, because people are hurting themselves every day because they
Yes.
don't feel confident, they don't feel sexy, or dudes are running to one certain type of woman. A lot. It's crazy now. When we were growing up, you didn't see dudes running to the heavier set women. I think that's, hold on, Tara, let me mute you. Okay. Dudes were not running to the bigger girls. I'm getting some feedback here. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
girl, my it fell. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Okay.
There we go. Dudes were not. Turn down your volume just a little bit, Taraton. I think that might be.
How was that?
Maybe. They wanted the little skinny girls, but now you hear a lot of dudes saying you got to be two something to do something. So it's changed so drastically. Which one? Oh, what were you on, Taraton?
What do you mean?
We got an echo coming from you.
It's an echo? Hold on.
Okay. Jonathan Ellison.
What about now?
Can you hear us? Yeah. I'm going to drop you off the stream and come out and log back in.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Ellison, good evening.
What's going on? How y'all doing tonight?
There he is, the voice.
I'm good. Just picking up on this good information that's being dropped for the podcast. So I am excited, considering the tragedy of DC Young Fly losing his kid's mom to a situation that, we don't know what happened or where the ball was dropped or anything else. On one side we hear something about the anesthesiologist.
Yeah.
We on the other side that there were other issues that was going on, but I think it is very important, the information that she was dropping, to let people know to do their due diligence, take your damn time, do your homework. And even further than that, shit, do this shit for you. Don't do this shit for nobody else. Because reality is, I don't know too many of these motherfuckers that feel like they want a woman to look a different way, can't afford to even pay for the surgeries. And so that's where they need to kind of shit the fuck up and mind their business. No, I mean, we just gonna be honest about this shit. Half of these niggas It's, because there's some responsibility and some accountability that us as men gonna have to, really take when it comes to how we influence how someone with a low level of self-esteem feels about their
Right.
own body. And so when you have a woman that feels like, she's not doing it for herself, she's doing it for the attention of others and everything else, and she's in such a rush, she does not do any of the due diligence that Miss Taraton is talking about. So it just puts us in a space to where it's just like, hey, it's got to be some responsibility on either side, because as much as a lot of dudes will say, "Oh, I don't like them when they get their surgery," nigga, you lying, because nigga, we done seen some of the chicks you fuck with, and
We were doing good.
I'm
Mr.
saying,
He
Ellison,
ain't
we
you
just
came in
lying.
gotta
here
be
with
honest. We just gotta be
He
honest
not
about
lying.
it. Good. Shit, you fucking with the one with the ant legs and she got that German Shepherd ass head. Like, don't do that. Don't sit up and try to pretend and shit. So, nah, we just got to be honest about this shit. Like, for
I
real.
now, Mr. Ellison, I was about to send this to my mom and them.
Oh, my
However, you
bad.
tell me
My bad. My bad.
they were
But
going.
bring us back around to, to our great amazing guests when it
I
comes to the
have a
mental
few
state.
questions for Taraton, but I before I get to it, Nikisha Dotson says all surgeons are not created equal, and my original nose covers my face. Miss Dotson, did you have neurosurgery? I'm curious because if you did, I would have never known. Girl, Pam nose fits her. I don't know what kind of nose would you be looking for.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, just as soon as one of us hit that lottery,
I thought you wanted to have a breast lift.
I see. I want to. Since Adrian created these breasts, when I
I
met her,
definitely can't send this to my mama.
I was an A cook, but she done worked her magic with these things, and now I have what I have.
Cannot get this link now.
So, but I want to be able to walk around with
without
no
a bra
bra.
on.
You know what I mean?
I do that all the time, and mine hang like little Shetland poodles.
Baby, T-Pain to your cat. You hear me?
You hear me? And I do not care. We'll
Me
walk
either.
outside to the grocery store. They be sitting like knees. They be like, "You got two sets of knees. These my boobs down here at the top part of my knee." I don't care. Can't nobody say nothing to me. If the Lord would have gave me one dimple, I would have been hell.
So I always did say I want to walk around here like when I was born with my boobs just
freeing up.
Yes, I don't have to wear no bra.
Yes, just like that. Yes,
I would get my breast argument.
Weirdo.
But I also said when Patti LaBelle did that interview and said first thing she did when she got somebody to chop her nose in, I felt that in my spirit. So those would be the two surgeries. The Lord, my Gussie and the Lord blessed me
with your body.
With my body.
Gussie, may she rest in peace. She said I gave her that ass. That's what her mama told her. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. A few of the comments, Tarsha says, a friend of mine had the breast reduction. Her nipples look like regurgitated raisins. Ma'am, you are on block. Why is that your...
Well, if I wouldn't do anything if I had to get rid of my nipples.
Patrick McGee said breast reduction tots look like Wolverine got drunk and never mind. You are on block, sir.
Oh my Lord.
A few questions for you. The first question is, how tall are you?
Me?
She's an itty bitty thing, yes.
I'm 5'2".
She's an itty bitty thing, y'all. When I first met her, I looked down, I said, look at her. She an itty, because he wanted to know about it when she said her weight loss.
Oh,
wow.
I thought they were trying to see
yeah,
what kind of weight was on
Jonathan, you thought she was taller than that?
I swear to God, I did.
She an itty bitty thing. I hugged her and I looked at her. I said, oh, look at her. She's so little. She's an itty bitty thing. Harvey Robinson said, now that you've had the procedure done, how is your weekly training in terms of diet and exercise?
Now, see, Patrick McGee was thinking something else about 5'2", 160. Good Lord. That's what Patrick
Oh,
McGee,
my God. I see. That totally went over my head. My bad.
Patrick McGee was trying to see what kind of weight was on that
thing. Well, I don't weigh 160 now. So let me tell you the thing with surgery. The thing that a lot of people won't tell you with surgery is immediately they start pumping you to eat healthy fat. Eat healthy fat. No snacks. It's like healthy fat, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to retain that fat. You're trying to keep it. You paid for it.
Oh.
So
So it's
they tell
totally
you that,
opposite of weight loss surgery.
right, you got to eat, baby. And when you eat, and your booty start, because your booty, my butt is still growing. I went from a 44, 45. Once it technically settled, to present day, I am a 52-inch butt.
I know. Look, I know them inches. Hey.
Well. I ain't on mute.
No, you're not on mute. We can hear you, sir. Get out of let me look at this camera. Fellas, get out your head. This is for educational purposes.
My bad.
They too educated. They sitting there talking about shit, 5'2",
Look, I'm sorry.
175, 52 hips. Woo!
Look, I'm sorry. I'm an engineer, and yeah. Keep going.
So yeah, technically I'm not 160. I am actually right. I'm 5'2", 182.
Hello, this is the oldest and dearest, folks. Girl, get out of my life. That's the oldest, y'all. That's real Montana.
Take a shot with me.
No, not that shot. Not that shot.
Leave that bottle.
Bye.
Oh Lord.
Leave that bottle. This is going all off the rails. Let me get back to the comments. So, diet and exercise. You've told us about the diet. Do you exercise?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You want me to tell? I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell us.
And
why.
this is me. You're supposed to, exercise and all of that. Okay. But I don't know if this works the same way with everybody, being that I am a weight loss recipient as well. I had the sleeve done in I want to say in 16. I think I had the sleeve done in 16. So all the way up until 21. At this stage in my life, even before then, I could eat whatever I want, and I have not gained any weight.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
At all. Like my weight does not fluctuate. I don't have the highs and lows, anything like that. I can eat like a pig, and my weight has not went anywhere.
Really, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
Well,
Jonathan,
I was going to ask this now. Is because you say you can eat a lot, you can eat anything, but is it realistically because with you being a chef and everything else, and you grow a lot of your own food, does that kind of take a part too, because you do eat a lot of homegrown food? So,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a snacker. I love snacks. I love candy. I don't like nothing healthy. Honestly, I cook healthy for people,
but you cook
baby.
healthy.
I still eat fried bologna sandwiches and potato chips and noodles and shit like yeah. I'm one of them.
That's real shit. Okay,
I'm one of them.
Okay.
I drink daiquiris almost every other day. I like wine. Like
ain't nothing healthy about none of that.
Nothing.
Okay. A few of the comments, Cornetta Simpkins, good evening, said, just coming in, but I love the way God made me. Either you like me the way I am, or you just keep it moving. And that's the whole thing we're trying to get to too. Love yourself no matter what it takes, no matter what skin you're in. If you don't like the way you look, you can change it. My mama used to always say, if you don't have it, you can, if you don't, what she used to tell the girl, if you don't have it and you can't grow it, we can sow it. So that's what she used to tell my girls when they were little. I want a long ponytail, when they ponytails was just to hear, oh, you want a long ponytail? Don't worry, your granny got you. Let me go on over here to J, but that's back when J Mar was open, child. Let granny go on over here to J Mar and get you what you want. So,
because I had my long wig on early. You see, I got my short wig on, baby. It's whatever you feeling like.
It's whatever you feeling, and whatever you like and love. And I just want people to know, you have to love yourself in whatever form it comes in, and however you choose to achieve those goals. A few of the comments, Miss McGee says, like for real, them light-skinned MFs be messing with girls built like Shrek, talking about at least she's natural. Yeah, she naturally big backed and wide. He is correct.
Let me tell you
Go
something
ahead.
about that. Let me tell you something about that.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be good. I can feel it in my spirit.
Drums, please.
Them same men that fat shame, surgery shame, she look
Body
like an ant.
shame.
You can't beat them
Here she
with a
comes.
stick. You hear me?
Come on, give it to her. Give it to
Trying to pay for some shit, trying
Yup.
to give some shit, trying to date some shit, trying to let me touch on you. Do you need some help? Some
There
shit.
you go. There you
Sending
go.
they little
In
ashy
pride.
pictures in your
There you
sending
go.
they ashy
Sending they
pictures in
them
your inbox.
goddamn chicken nuggets they got across the wire.
That's it. That's it.
Them very ones.
That's it. Oh, that's it.
Them
Jonathan,
very
it's time
ones.
for the church shop. Mm-mm.
That's it right there.
And honestly, it be the ones, and I hate to say this because I ain't no hater. It be the ones that got them girlfriends that look like they play for the Dallas Cowboys or the Saints. Be the main ones hollering about I don't want no paid for woman. Bitch, you just bad because you can't afford it. Say that. Because you want to fuck a bitch like let me bring that back.
Talk your talk, girl. That's what we're here for. Talk your talk. Use your words.
But that's it. Let her get it out though. That's what I'm talking about.
Get
Let
it
her
out,
get
baby.
it out.
Don't stop yourself.
Yeah, go get
Don't
it out.
stop
Because
yourself.
half of these niggas built like big back women
You hear
too.
me?
So
Sir, you look like an upside down pear and you got the audacity to say what.
Oh man, and
it's funny that she's saying it because some of these dudes, and one dude, all of us, a lot of us on this live right now know in particular, I call him Remedial Roy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He a little slow. His ears are real small. I can't say much because my grandbaby being born tomorrow. He got real tiny ears.
Real talk. We want to be
and
careful.
I call him, I gotta be careful because I don't want my grandbaby
Right.
coming out. But I know if it's my grandchild, it ain't But
Yeah,
Remedial Roy be over here talking about women having surgery, talking about women using sexual toys, talking about women. Oh my, he be riding them for filth. And I be like, your ears tiny, so I know you got a deficiency between your brain mass because you got them little bitty, when they had them little bitty ears like this. Let me hush. That's not what this is about. A few of the comments. Let me get myself together. Yeah, Nakisha Dr. Smith says, I haven't had surgery, but like Lady Pam, my nose covers my face. I don't see it. Okay, y'all. Veronica Smith Greer, that's Mayor Sunshine, y'all, says, thank you so much for your transparency. This is very informative. What's up, Big Country? What's up, Keith? So a few more of the comments. Real talk with a headset on, talking about you want a class come up. Boy, I'm not playing with you today. I can't. Can I get one friend that's about?
No, absolutely not.
They talking about they girls built like Zeke Elliott. Give me some real. I can't read all of this. Y'all are crazy. He was in that class with two teachers and that couch. For real. Tarsha know who I'm talking about. The one that wear them boots with the three men riding a donkey. Yes, they're not polo. They're polo assassinations. Because they didn't kill them and put three people on one horse to take them back.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go on and sign out myself.
Okay. You had it's something you wanted me to ask, and I done lost the comment. What did you tell me to ask? Somebody. Your question was about your sleeve. In 2016, who did you get to do your sleeve?
Well,
was it Ruston?
Monroe.
Okay.
Dr. Walter Sorter.
Okay.
And he's through the St. Francis group.
Dr. Walter Sorter. Okay.
He is accredited.
I've heard that name.
He's a Blue Seal. He's Blue Seal accredited. Phenomenal doctor. He comes with the nutritional list, like everything. Great experience with him.
So is he the doctor now of Monroe?
Actually, it's quite a few of them that are good, but I'm going about it because what he comes with. Like, it's like weight loss for dummies. Like, they play no games. They cover all aspects. And I know some doctors don't give that.
Right.
I think I can give a swing.
I'm a sleeve two to the bread basket. What they gonna take? You ain't got no upper body. What they gonna take? Your butt and your thighs? I'm asking real talk. What they gonna take? Okay, leave
All
it
of it's
alone.
gonna fall off if she get the sleeve.
If she get the sleeve and start losing weight, and I'm gonna be around here, she gonna be right here telling my Adrian won't come home tonight. And I'm gonna be right, so did.
Don't call my phone.
No, don't. You heard Jonathan say, don't call his phone.
No, don't call my phone.
Don't call. Q says that's where a lot of beautiful women fail. They don't go with credible doctors. They try to go through the back door when they should be going through the front door.
That's real.
Hello.
So my last thing, what would you want people to know? That just meeting Taraton Maria, that what do you want people to take from this? What do you want people to know?
Love yourself. And first and foremost, definitely love yourself. Forget the naysayers when it comes to even outsiders, even your friends, family, because a lot of times they're your biggest haters too.
Woo!
I promise you.
Woo!
It's the ones that's closest to you will hate you the worst.
That's real.
So you have to mentally prepare for this yourself. This is something that you want. And just like I stated earlier, do your due diligence. If you're going to do it, save the money to do it the right way, and save your life. Don't go based off of what he say, she say, they say. Dig deep, have multiple options, and make sure that this is something that you want to do for you.
Wow. And let me say this, because for those of you that missed it earlier, she said she had been following this page for 6 or 7 years before she actually made the call. So this wasn't an overnight thing, but she knew when she was ready, she was ready. She did not hesitate. Right. She made the call, made the appointment, and moved forward. But it took her years to get to that. And so we're not saying this is an overnight thing. We just want you to, like she said, love yourself, take care of yourself, do your due diligence, pay attention, follow these groups, see the people that they're talking about in these groups that F people up, botch those surgeries.
It is. And I will tell you this, if you are interested in surgery, and a lot of people don't even know this, there are multiple groups on Facebook, support groups, groups for specific doctors. These clinics have private groups that you can actually join. And these are real women, real men that give honest opinions just like me. They tell you the dirty deeds. I promise you, they're going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. You're going to see the pictures. You're going to see everything. They hold nothing back. Make sure you get in these groups.
Let me ask you something. This just hit me when you said the men. So are men having BBLs?
Yes, baby. They're called Ken dolls.
Really?
Yes.
Are they removing fat or putting?
What? I mean,
wow.
Just like.
Oh, thank you for putting that, because I'm so sick of men talking about it, trashing women. So they're called Ken dolls when the men have it done.
Yes.
Yeah, they so getting it done. See, one of them on internet.
Not only are they getting BBLs, they're also getting ab etching.
Right.
And they're also getting their calves done too.
I knew about the calves because I actually know a guy personally that had his calves enlarged, and I was like, dude, he was like, he said no matter how much he worked out, how much he gained, he was taking amino acids. I said steroids. He said no, amino acids. I said yes, steroids. So I knew about the calves, but I didn't know they were getting beat. I want them to be called BBLs because I'm sick of men trashing women talking about what they do and don't do.
Them niggas, they getting shit now where they can become tall and shit. They getting it out, so they can't talk about no motherfucking woman. They getting everything.
Getting them old penis pumps. You
know, implants. They're not even the pumps. They getting real implants.
Yeah, I heard they getting them all.
Well, big country, everybody ain't blessed like you. They say big country is big country for a reason. Don't let your wife hear me say it. The fellas in the locker room with Big Country back in the day talking about Big Country stepped through and he was Big Country.
Why you gotta put Big Country out like that?
Because that's my boy. That's my nigga. That's my nigga if he don't never get
Wait, somebody say I got the tall surgery. Well, oh, okay.
He ain't never got the Big Country is about 6'5", 6'4". Big Country just talking shit.
Big Country ain't got him a black woman for no
Yes,
reason.
they said Big Country. Them fellas was in the locker room talking about Big Country came there. They talking about damn.
Big Country from Paris.
I know. Everything is bigger in Frierson. I ain't mad at you, Big Country. That's my dog.
I know that's right.
This is completely off topic, people. I just want you to know, men, let me find out you had a BBL. I'm blasting your ass because I'm sick of you blasting women. You're always talking about women. Kelly talking about Kelly, you've been the same height as long as I've known you. Let it go. Just let it go and walk away. You ain't getting no taller, baby. Let it go, sugar. Let it go. Well, some of the comments, they say thank you so very much. It was informative. They talked about how beautiful you look in the comments, and you do. You look amazing. Harvey, who is in the industry, he is a model. He says a lot of those guys on IG are getting them. Mark Maiden told me I need some ab shit. Mark, you stop it. I just want to say thank you because you came on here poised, educated, articulate, and hell, got the girl. Do the girl. Hey, do the girls one more. Good Lord. I sure can't send this to my mama.
She ain't getting that link.
But look, and I call them the girls because my mama she'll be at church and I'll be like, hey, you need to put them up to the girls have a mind of their own.
The girls be girling.
The girls be girling.
Doing their own thing. So this might make Annie, get up out the bed.
Yes, that might make Annie say, oh, she got them girls out. Let me put my girls out. And Annie love having her girls out. Hey, Hannah, yes, you are late. Go back and watch it. You'll love the show. Final thoughts, girl Pam?
Final thoughts. I agree with her. And, love yourself, love the skin you in. And if you can't love the skin you in, then get you some new skin.
There you go. Final thoughts, Mr. Ellison?
Oh, shit. Just mind your business.
She's talking about girls need church too. It's so stupid.
Look, mind your business that pays you.
Wait, say that louder.
Yeah, mind the business that pays you, and also mind the business that you can afford. That's
the one.
Hello.
Mind the business that you can afford. That's people.
It. But no, for real, just jumping back on what y'all said, the mental health is one of the biggest things that you need to go into it with. Coming out of it, the same thing, because like I said, if you're going into it for the wrong fucking reasons, you're gonna get some results.
Not gonna be happy.
Yeah, like we can be honest and say that we've seen a lot of people that have had the sleeve done or had the weight loss and gained it all right back and never mentally fixed the shit that was the problem. And we know some that didn't had the surgery and they've come out looking amazing, but mentally they are still fucked up. So yeah, let's just make good decisions with your body and whatever you decide to do with yourself. But also at the same time too, if a motherfucker not putting on nothing that you doing, you really need to mute them the fuck, like for real. So yeah, good night.
Let me piggyback off of that because there's a lady right now that work at Shreveport DMV who had weight loss surgery. I think she had it twice, and the bitch still got a fucked up attitude and a fucked up head. So get your mental fix before you do anything else. Girl Pam, you had something you need to say before my final thought?
Clarify for the comments. No one in this panel said that girl Pam's booty was fake. That is not. Let me clarify that.
That was she wanted to motherfucking go.
She was.
Oh Jesus.
Natural people. Let's not put that out in the atmosphere.
But Taraton already told them you can look at girl Pam booty and know that thing be thinging. Candace Nicole already told them that your booty is the king of things.
It was already a rumor circulating right here.
She was ready to fight that lady. I was like, why are you ready to fight her? She ain't never even seen me out my clothes. Who cares? She had no butt. So that's why she was mad. Okay. My final thoughts are thank you so very much. First, they said they missed it. Can you do that one more time? I ain't got time to keep talking about the girls are girling. They said they talking about they missed it. Can you let them see this?
Lord
Mr.
Jesus.
McGee was
Tell
on
him.
here. He just
Tell
want
him.
to see it again.
Look, tell him at this point it costs.
Rewind it. At this point, it costs. We've
At
given
this
y'all
point it
3 free
costs.
looks. At this point, it costs.
At this point it
Run me
costs.
my coin.
Run me my money.
Hello.
Final thoughts. Thank you so very much for coming on, educating us, because you told me things I did not. When you just hear BBL, you do not think that it's such an in-depth process as it is. And then when you see the horror stories of people getting semen, we knew someone that had semen injections. There are some horror stories out there, and I wanted to show people that there are success stories and that you can look amazing like you do. You come through there with your glam squad, and you let them know who you are and you represent. So I just want to take the time to say thank you. You look great. Your food is excellent. I need to be getting me some right now because
Wait a minute, Mr. McGee said I'll pay for it. So the Slim was my cousin.
oh my God, I can't take these people serious. Okay. With that being said, let me get ready to get out of here because y'all going too far. Please make sure you all tune in every Wednesday night, 7:00 p.m. on the Some Think for the People podcast, where we like to make you think and we like to educate you because you need to know. I started this series several months back, and here over the past few weeks, we've been trying to educate you people about getting your sexy back in your bedroom. And so we're going to start a monthly series called Grown Ups Sex Ed for Grown Ups, because y'all need some help. Sex Ed for Grown Ups.
They do.
Don't forget to tune in. Sex Ed for Grown Ups. Next week, we're going to talk about it. I have a question that I'm going to put out there, and I want to know what you all think about it, because it is definitely needed.
One more thing.
Yes.
Tomorrow we will have a grand.
Yes, I was going to say that. In my last final thought, please, earnest and honest prayers, good prayers.
Yes.
My baby she's at the hospital right now. I'm getting ready to leave and go up there with her. So hopefully on tomorrow we will have our first grandboy, Mr. Noah Cade. I hope he don't have little tiny ears. Otherwise, I'll be stretching him like this because my baby can't be like Remedial Roy.
We not even speak that into the universe.
We won't, because don't worry, because I'll just buy every encyclopedia that I can find and make his little ass sit and read at my feet like my grandmother used to do me. Read, huh? Read. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh,
good night, people.
Good night. Guess if you can stay, don't hang up. Good night, people. We love you for free. Something for the People podcast. Peace. We out.